All right, so I'm going to do some scalping with you quickly, and I'm going to take a short on natural gas. Now, on this 15-minute chart, I've got natural gas. It could be any instrument. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is how to scalp the market. Now, it's a 15-minute chart. You can see I'm already short from way up here on natural gas. So I've got 50 units short, and I'm going to demonstrate to you just with a small amount how we can scalp this market. Now, my direction is short on this, so anytime we get a bounce on this commodity, I'm looking to sell. And we've just reached the bottom at 766, which is this bottom over here. So it's a natural support. So obviously we're going to get a bounce. I haven't covered any of my short position here yet, but there might be an opportunity to add some more on. So I'm looking for a bounce up to about this area here, about 788. We're at 780 now. So I'm going to keep an eye on this and wait for us to get up there and then start selling a bit more. So that's what we're going to do. So it's the same kind of trade that I've been talking about in the previous videos. We've got a direction, we've got an idea, we've got a trade that we're in, and we want to keep on milking that same direction if we're certain of it. And if we, of course you can never be certain, but if we're feeling pretty secure in that direction, then we can trade that. Now, what I want to do, we might actually not even reach up to this previous support level, which is now going to become resistance, a very important resistance. We might just hover around here where this 20-period moving average is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a small trade right now, and then I'm not going to put on 50 units. I'm going to put on 10% of that. I'm going to put 5 units on here right now. And at this current price, because we're at this 20-period moving average, because we're overall short, we've got a series of lower highs all the way down, and we've also broken beneath this very key support level here at 788. So what I'm going to do is draw a line here at 788. Now this is live trading, and we're in the market. So that's the hang on, I wanted that to be well, it doesn't matter. Let's just put it in like that. So that's our resistance level. That's actually the key area from which I would like to sell. But we may not get up there. We might just bounce off this 20-period moving average. So it's worth having a little go and putting in a small position. And you can see we're straight away into, well, a little bit of profit. But if we do get up here, which is where the 50-period moving average is as well, that's our main resistance area from which we want to be selling. So we've put a little bit in here. Now what I'm going to do is put an order in to sell. Let's go at this 50 moving average, which is at, I've put this one a little high actually. I'm going to put it there. That's roughly the right place actually. But over here at about 790 would be a great place to sell. So I'm going to put another order in there at 790. And I'm going to make a limit order for this one. I'm going to change that to 790. And I'm going to go with another 5 units. So now these are very tiny trades, but what I'm doing is trading this live for you to demonstrate the thinking behind this process. Because I've already got a substantial position in and I haven't taken any of it out. If I'd taken some of that out at support, the support that we're at the moment, which is based on this level here, you can see we actually touched that support perfectly and then bounced back up again. So if I'd taken some out of there, I'd be looking to now get back into that position at this current level. But I didn't take any out, so I'm not going to add much more risk. So I'll just go with these 2 tiny positions. And also so that I can show you how I actually do this in live markets. So there we go. That's it. I'm going to pause it for now, and we'll wait and see what happens. I'll switch it back on as soon as this begins to move. And remember, so we're short right now, and I've got an order in here a little higher at 790 to add a bit more. And it's a very simple process. That's an obvious support level through which we broke down. We're bouncing up back towards it, so that's a very obvious place to sell. The other way I could do this is not get in here at the 20-period moving average and wait for us to bounce up to this natural resistance now was support and put the whole position in over there. But I'm not sure if we'll actually get there because we've had quite a strong breakout and a strong move down, and we've already retested that support level from underneath. You can see immediately after the breakdown, We bounced back, retested it. That often happens in the markets. Retested from underneath. That support became resistance. It's also where this 20-period moving average happened to coincide with that support level, and then we carried on moving down. So that retest has actually already happened. We might not get another retest. If we do, even better, be another opportunity to sell. And I'm going to pause this and wait to see what happens. And hopefully I can post this up as a great example of a I don't really know what to call it, actually. It's kind of a exit and resell strategy in a short trade. I should come up with a funny, funky name for this type of trading, but I don't have one just yet. So let's see what happens. This is a beautiful chart pattern, by the way. So you can see we bounced off there, pierced through this 200-period moving average. This is a 15-minute chart. We could actually switch to an hour chart as well. We'll see a similar sort of pattern. So there's the hour chart. That's exactly what I was talking about. There's the support through which we broke down through there. We haven't had a retest of it on the hour chart. We did test it back again on the shorter term charts. We fell down to the next support level, which is over here. We bounced off there precisely, and it is possible we could have a retest of this support level, which is also with a 20-hour moving averages. That would be a great place to resell, and I'm going to see what happens. And what a beautiful chart pattern. Absolutely lovely. Lower highs, moving averages all looking good, acting as natural support and resistance levels. Beautiful levels of the chart, horizontal levels from which we can trade. Very easy trading, very relaxed, and pretty simple. So I'll check back in with you as soon as the market begins to move. Okay, so here we are. We've got going, and I was right. We didn't actually, well, I'm right so far. We didn't manage to bounce back up to that previous support, now resistance. This is still the hour chart. If we go to the 15-minute chart, you can see we're just pulling down off there. So very, very simple trade. We hit the 20 moving average in a short direction. We've already retested that previous support, now resistance, so possibly was unlikely that we were going to get a retest of it, but I'm prepared for that anyway. I've got a sell limit in up there at that level, and also that's where the 100-period moving average is on this 15-minute chart. But we took the short off the 20 MA, and now we're moving down. And well, we got in at 779, and we're now at 775. So 40 cents in the money there already. So that's how to trade these little setups. Be prepared to short if you're in that direction off bounces. Be prepared to get into a smaller bounce if necessary. But be ready as well to enter into the preferable much larger bounce. But as I said, we've already retested that. It's a very small retest, sure, but there was the 20 average and the 20-period moving average, and it was a little retest of that previous support, now resistance, and now we've reacted again to that 20-period moving average. Now, what's interesting is that this 20 MA has been pretty good all the way since here. In fact, all the way from here. You can see we retested that 20A from underneath, happened to coincide with 100-period MA as well. And we moved down to support, bounced up a little bit. Didn't really make much of a bounce, very muted bounce, which means it was weak. Back to this 20 MA, a little bit through there, but not much, bit of a false break, but only up to that previous tiny little resistance. And then the breakthrough support, the retest, again hitting the 20 MA, down here to the next support, which I've got drawn in. Well, I haven't got it drawn in, but as you can see, it's pretty obvious. From this previous low, we hit that precisely, bounced back up again to our old friend, the 20 SMA. And that's where we are at the moment. And in profit by $4 or $5. So that's the idea. I thought I'd just share that with you very quickly. I'm going to have to pause and halt this video and just post it up for you because I'm trading 11 different instruments at the moment in the market. I'm in NASDAQ, I'm in S&P, I'm in gold, natural gas, soybeans, the pound Swiss franc, and the euro, the pound, the euro CAD, the euro, no, I'm not in the euro yen, pound CAD, CAD yen, So all sorts of things going on. So I'm going to have to let this go. But I just wanted to illustrate that to you. I don't know how this one's going to work out, but if we do actually not hold beneath here, and we rally back up to there, there's another order in there, and that's where we'll be selling for a move down. This support here is going to be very strong resistance, and it is the perfect area to be selling at 7.90 natural gas. So if you get this while the market's still active, here's your chance to take a really good trade. And like I said, don't worry about the fact that this is natural gas and you're a currency trader. Well, I'm a currency trader, but I trade all sorts of things. And charts are charts, and price action is price action. It all behaves in pretty much the same way. And there are opportunities all over the show in different instruments. And if you're not watching them, perhaps you should go and have a look. So this is a great trade, already in the money from 8.36. Now a little bit in over here at 7.79, and I'll put some more in at 7.9. That'll just be 10 units. I've got 50 over here, so that'll just be adding a little bit more, about 20% to my existing position. Take care. Speak to you soon. I'm getting back to the markets.